اوكي for some reason نزلوا تونينج فور خلي honestly ما قريت ولا شيء so far فابغى اشوف بس. اوكي classes demon hunter melee to attack increased by 10%, demons bite damage increased by 10%, demon blade damage increased by 10%, fell damage increased by 10%, isolated prey now increases eye beam damage by 30% when striking one target, so it's basically single target ability now. بالنسبه للبفات حقت الديمون هانتر دي ميك سنس لانه يعني نهايه الاكسبانشن اللي فات كانوا مره garbage او they started to be garbage. اوكي ف this comes to no surprise. انا بالنسبه لي ماني مصدوم انه بف الديمون هانترز. if there's one class I fucking hate الديمون هانترز like يا ود من ليجن وهم بيتدلعوا من ليجن وهم يا واد بتجيهم كمية بفات every fucking time ويكونوا ميتا which is crazy. they have also darkness يعني حتى لو هم زبالة اليوتيليتي حقتهم لحالها اللي هو السبيل ستيل رينج انتربت داركنس تقريبا تقدر تقول بابل and they have a small bubble as well. هذا الحالة هتخليهم هم always picked which is crazy to me. So it's to no surprise that demon hunters are actually getting buffed now, so whatever, it's okay. Vengeance, demon hunter tanks يا راجل كانوا garbage. I don't wanna say garbage as in they are trash. Good players لسه قاعدين يلعبوا كويس في الكلاس هذا والسبيك ده، لكن squishy as fuck. يعني as a healer انا لازم يكون عندي نص عين مفتوحة على التانك الثاني. التاك الثاني لازم يكون عندي عين كذا مفتوحه على الجنب واطول فيه كذا عارف which is crazy. فا it makes sense انه they are increasing تقريبا دمجهم. اعتقد سول كليرفر اذا ما كنت غلطان انا I'm not sure about but I think part of their damage يهيلهم. ف basically this is healing as well. ف this is good. This is a good change. This is a good buff for class for vengeance. هذا كله طبعا الاسبوع الجاي. ف you know it's crazy. Druids balance. انا كنت فاكر انه انا فاكر يعني عن نهايه الباتش اللي فات balance druids were really good at AoEing يعني every 3 minutes تقريبا. I'm not sure ايش التشينجز اللي حيسووها I really want to see it. So يقول لك هنا developer notes in some single target scenarios it's still looking optimal to cast wrath that doesn't meet our goal for how balance should play, so we're deciding we're reducing wrath's effectiveness outside of solar eclipse and increasing its effectiveness inside solar eclipse to correct this. We're also boosting balance single target damage a small amount. Exactly, they were doing so much AoE damage before, crazy numbers. It makes sense in whom I buff before him now, so that's really good. Astro Wrath power regeneration reduced from 8 was 10 reduced to 8. Wow, so basically they nerfed Wrath. Damn, okay. Wrath damage is decreased by 5%. Holy fuck, they're going so hard on Wrath. I don't know why, but whatever. Solar Eclipse now increases Wrath damage by 40%, was 20%. So basically they want to change it to it looks like a spender in my opinion, so that's really good. Soul of the Forest now increases Wrath Astral Power Regeneration, while Solar Eclipse by 10% was 30%. Damage dealt by Fairy Dragon summoned by the Denizen of Dream increased by okay. Friend of the Foe now increases your arcane nature damage spell by 10%. Small buff to their single target, which is nice. It's nice to see they get more single target. Feral يا اخي مساكين. Feral عامل زي Retribution Paladin. اول ما يتبف ياكل هوا على دماغه. Rampant Ferocity now deals 30% damage dealt by ferocious bite nearby enemies. Wow. Okay, so they nerfed their small AoE damage. Okay, by 5%. No big deal. Tear Open now deals 50% of rip damage consumes, was 50%. Okay, that's a nerf I guess. Again, I said انه حينرفوهم. Restoration. All healing and damage increased by 2%. Okay, that's weird. Paladin holy Paladin يعني كان مرة trash for so long. It's crazy that they're gonna do some reworks. All healing and damage is decreased. Okay. All healing and damage is decreased by 3%. Does not apply to PvP combat. Avenging Crusader now transfers 500 of the damage done into healing was 575. Yeah, نرف الهولي more to make people not play the spec. Okay, makes sense. You're good. مرة كويس. والله مرة سيئين اقسم بالله الديفلوبرز هذول مرة garbage. Monk Mistweaver Essence Font healing is increased by 15%. Small buff to Mistweaver. Okay. Rogue Subtlety. Okay, from my understanding, Subtlety can S tier last 2 weeks. So let's see. Developer knows class talents that previously modified all damage from spell schools are in most cases being updated and standardized with other similar effects. It no longer affects external damage sources outside of those that belong to that class. The changes to the below talents impact subtlety damage enough to warrant compensation, which is the reason for the buff to all ability damage. Okay. Vile Touch, Deeper Daggers, and Dark Brew no longer affect damage from sources outside of class and spec abilities available to subtlety. Wait, انت قصدك تتكلم انه كان عندهم other يعني السبيكات الثانية البفات في السبيكات الثانية كان affected with subtlety? Okay, that's fucking weird, man. It sounds انه كانه bug and they fixed it. Okay, whatever. All ability damage is increased by 4% to compensate عشان ايش يعوضوا الدمج الثاني. Okay, not bad. Like شوف, as long as they're buffing everything, that's good. Except ferals. Ferals are being nerfed. I'm not sure what these two does, but this looks like an AoE damage, so they're nerfing the AoE damage a bit. I'm surprised ان هم ما لبسوا retribution paladin. I am so surprised. That's crazy. Okay. Player versus player. PvP is so garbage anyway. Restoration. Developer zones. Restoration Druid has fallen behind other healers in PvP since the release of 10.7. We'd like to see some previous PvP adjustments that no longer feel are necessary. Budding Leaves effectiveness reduced by 30% in PvP combat was 50%, so they buffed it by 20%. Okay. Developer Mistweavers have received significant quality of life changes throughout the last few patches that have increased their effectiveness in PvP to a point where we see them as oppressive to the viability of other specializations. We're reducing many of the PvP multipliers associated with ancient teachings and their damage through upload. And we're increasing the effectiveness of Renewing Mist to encourage healing over time management and reducing Vivify healing to keep the casting throughput relatively similar. Wow, there's so many changes here, like what the fuck. Ancient teachings effectiveness is now increased by 20 in PvP combat instead of 150. Blackout Kick no longer deals 25 increased damage to Mistweaver, so they're nerfing their damage. Okay, Blackout Kick from Teachings and Monastery now deal 15% reduced damage. They're nerfing the damage again. Okay, أنا كنت شايف إنه Mistweavers are doing too much damage in PvP. It's crazy. Blackout Kick from Teachings. Okay, we run. Tiger Palm now deals 15% increased damage in PvP. Was 15%. Okay, they nerfed it by 15%. So basically they just did a 15% damage to all abilities. Wow. Weirdos. Makes sense لأنه كانوا dominating الارينا تقريبا. Vivify primary healing now reduced by 10% Mistweaver Max in PvP combat. Renewing Mist healing increased by 40% was 25%, so they buffed a bit of healing and they nerfed some damage. Okay, I mean not the worst thing ever, right? The following changes are adjustments to items that soon become available in Season 2 gameplay and are provided for understanding and their construct and the previous values on the public test run. أنا عملت fuck up لكل الكلام يلعن أم الغباء. Abyros, the Shadow Crucible set. So this is trinkets from the raid. Holy shit, I cannot speak. Except Demon Hunter, Havoc. 2 set bonus agility 10% for example was, so they buffed Al Havoc by 2%. Okay. Rogue Assassination increases nature damage from non-class sources. No longer increases nature damage. Okay. Outlaw 2 set bonus and maybe to accurately deliver its bonus damage. So they hot fixed حق الأوتلاw. Subtlety they already took a small nerf, so that's خلينا نشوف شو يسووا. Foresight now causes symbols of death to increase the critical damage of eviscerate Black Power by 40% instead of was 25%, so they increased it by 15%. So yes, okay, so they buffed the subtlety, assassination, and I think this is a small nerf, so okay, makes sense. Shadow Crucible Trinket now activates from Beast to Wrath. I'm not sure about the trinkets. الصراحة ما قريت ولا شيء من trinkets, so I cannot judge what ايش الجود وايش الباد. Neltharion Caller to Chaos. Haste rating no longer increases the rate of which players gain these effects. Trinkets may now be triggered by healing spells and abilities. Okay, so it must have been bugged, that's why. Neltharion Call to Suffering. Haste rating no longer rate. Okay, so basically they كأنهم سووا نيرف للإكسترا هيست اللي يجيك. Alright. Trinket effects may no longer healing. May now be triggered by healing and spells abilities. Okay, it's the same. So these are the same effects. It must be واحد حق healing. Sorry. واحد حق tanking and واحد حق healing. Maybe واحد for DPS and tank. Or DPS and healer. DPS and tank. واحد للhealers لحاله. I'm not sure. Or must be a different stats. I am clueless. انا لاني ما قريت صراحه، ما قريت الترنكتات. حبيت ان انا اخذ راحتي في الدنجن جورنال واعمل ريسيرش about my class، عشان كذا ما استعجلت. Healing damage increased by raising rate no longer increase the rate to which players gain their effect. It seems that they are nerfing الهيست كل الترنكتات. Crazy. The lava now deals reduced damage when travels less than 20 yards to a target. Okay. Damage and critical reduced by a counter shorter tidal cycle. هذا اللي نرفوه. هذا الترينكت اللي نرفوه. We're adjusting this trinket design to reflect an intention to reward range damage dealers who are able to maintain their distance when triggering the lava wave. It is not intended to be used by melee damage dealers. يعني يا melee, get the fuck out of our faces and let the range use it. Okay bro. I mean it makes sense right. أنا الحمد لله إن أنا ما شفت اي retribution nerfs. I'm so glad because تخيل ان انا داخل دحين داخل الاكسبانشن ده او داخل الباتش ده سوري ومنرفين سبكي يا تحزعل حيزعلوني. It's okay though. يعني overall اذا انت ديمون هانتر، اذا انت اي واحد من الكلاسات هذه except feral holy paladin basically you got buffed. Continue as is. In subtlety of course. Subtlety got small nerf. Small, not, I'm sure it's not too big. Sure it's just small. Okay, that's big. Not bad.